Hi, it's B. Welcome. Today's going to be more informal, about me, a little bit what's going on, and a lot of appreciation. So, um, I don't know what day it happened. The 12th, on the 12th of June, so 5 days ago, I hit 500 subscribers, 3,000 watch hours, and that gave me the opportunity to be semi-monetized. They did a new monetization to where you can receive, I guess, super chats, super thanks, and creative memberships. And haven't done that yet. And so none of that's, I mean, it's turned on my channel, but none of that's happened yet. So, but it's exciting. It's exciting. I've reached a goal, and I hit some level of monetization there. And then today, on the 17th of July, did I say June earlier? I feel like I did, but I'm July 12th. So anyway, on July 17th, and here, y'all might notice something there. Yeah. So anyway, I have hit 600 subscribers, and I'm so ecstatic. I just can't. Thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you that have clicked that button, subscribe. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead. You don't have to watch me anymore. I've already said this before. I want you to, but I really appreciate you. I really do. I have my 4,000 watch hours. I'm like 400 from monetization, which that was not like, it's not the ultimate goal. It's just like, it's a level. And so I'm leveling up, and I appreciate it. And I'm doing that because of you, each and every one of you that watch this and that subscribe and comment. And I love my comment section. Y'all are amazing. You leave me some of the best comments. Tell me something about yourself, and I appreciate that. I really do. I really love when y'all share. Even if you just like the video or say, hey, I watched it, that's great too. But there's a lot of you that leave me comments that are very touching and very in-depth, and I do appreciate them. I want you to know that. I do. And have some haters. Comes with the territory, right? But along that line, I want to say I appreciate on the video I did about my electric bikes and my makeup and whatever, and I am who I am, and that's just how it's going to be in every day. It's what I feel like. It's not what what somebody's going to tell me that I have to do. And I appreciate constructive criticism totally. So I want you to know that. So I will take advice and like, hey, but when you come at me like the meanness, I'm not going to deal with it. But so I gave them the attention that they wanted, and that was my intention on that. And I love the outpour that you gave me back for that ignore them haters, and I do. And I thank you. Each and every single comment. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. But I'm a little thicker skinned than that, and not that I'm human. I have emotions, but it really takes someone in my real life that it has to mean something to me of what they're saying in order for it to directly affect me, if that makes any sense. But I've had things in my life that y'all just can't understand. I mean, a lot of you can, each an individual instance, but so much of it has happened that only real people in my real, that are in the room with me can affect me in that way. And that's just how it is because of all that I've been through. But so I talk about my mom a lot, and I know it's conflicting because I grieve her. I miss her. I miss that she's not here with us anymore. And I love my mom. But I did have a troubled past with her, and she was an addict, and I felt like I raised her versus her raising me. And I know from the age of 5, I was cooking and cleaning and doing my own laundry, and I had a grandmother that would, step in every so often and take over things. because it was necessary. But for the most part in the home, that was happening. And then again later on, in my teen years, I had to raise my mother. I really had to raise my mother. And I did a damn good job, trust me. But in the end, she got sober. She turned her life around. Everything was great in the end. She became a perfect grandmother. And I do miss her a lot. But what happened in the beginning made me who I am. And I'm not going to take any of that back. I can't take one day. I wouldn't change any of it for the world. I mean, you want to sit there and think, well, I wish I had more money or more time with my mom or more, childhood things. I have a lot of good memories. I don't want to make it like it was all horrible. We went to amusement parks and she got drunk and high and we still had fun as kids, I mean, it's just, so the memories are there. And another thing about that time period is that this is how I was born into and what I was raised in. So to me, it was normal. I didn't know there was anything wrong with the situation until I was older and saw other people and heard about other life circumstances and what their homes were doing. And then it became like, this was the craziest thing I've ever done. But it's not. It was normal. It was so normal. It was just everyday life. It was how it was. But so part of that, things happened. We had a real true stalker when I was a really young child, and we had to have code words and police and all kinds of stuff because somebody who was mentally deranged threatened to kidnap the children, not me as a child. Just I can't even, there's a lot, there's so much. But another thing, at night, in my teen years, so my mom worked the overnight shifts 99% of the time. It was just, so I was home alone. Once all the older children were married off or grown, I was the youngest. And can you tell? And so once they were all grown and on their own and doing their own thing, I was left alone with her. And she was pretty much done with raising children at that point, but I wasn't raised yet. And so things happened more so with me than with them because I had years alone with her. And so I'd lay there at night, and we lived out in the country, like way out in the country, where you could hear cars coming from miles away because it was that quiet and that secluded and dark, and you could hear them. And so I learned to be in tune with my hearing and my sight in the dark, and it's a whole thing. My husband now is like, what is wrong with you? Turn some lights on. And I'm like, nah, they can't see me, I can see them. And it's a whole thing. I was raised that way, or I raised myself that way, but it was a protective measure. But so I would lay there at night, and religion is religion. It's what it is to you. It's how you feel about it. I'm not going to force anything on anyone, but I believe in God. And so I would lay there and I would say my prayer and say, if you're going to take me, take me. If they're going to kill me, let them kill me, but take me where I need to go in the end. And so I would, scared out of my mind, alone all the time, and I would close my eyes and go to sleep with the request that if it was going to happen, let it happen quick and take me where I need to go. So that was instilled in me really early. And then when I was 19, I had a gun put to my head in a serious, I didn't know that was coming. Of course, I'm always prepared because I'm emotional, but I'm still pretty tough in the end. But so real life stuff affects me. But so anyway, I was 19. I had a gun put to my head. Told I was going to die. Believed I was going to die. It wasn't one of those like, yeah, whatever. It could have not. He was pretty serious. And I closed my eyes and said, if it's your will, let it be done. And felt the most calming, peaceful, serene feeling I could ever imagine, and didn't care. And I don't, I didn't want to go, but I can't tell you how peaceful it was. So things like that. So when I have someone coming at me on the internet talking about, I know you live in Texas. I told you I live in Texas. I don't care. I mean, I'm telling you right now, I have protections on me that y'all have no idea about. I've kind of shared that I have some domestic violence in my past. And so I'm prepared for that. And I don't go out seeking anything. I'm not going to meet anybody on a street corner. But you come for me, you got another thing coming. That's all I'm going to tell you. Because I have not only personal protection, I have government protection. Yeah, I have documents that, if you're doing it for the fun of it, you're going to find out. Because, yeah, I had to register with the state of Texas. And, yeah, there's things there. But anyway, so while I appreciate and I love, and y'all were so kind and so generous with your comments about my appearance and about my home, it doesn't bother me. It's negative, and I wanted to give them the attention they were seeking, but it doesn't hurt my soul, if that makes any sense. The things in my real life hurt my soul, but that doesn't hurt my soul. And so if you're going to go around and block me, there's people who have blocked me and are talking crap behind my back, which, I mean, why? What's the point in that? Don't you want me to know if you're going to do it? It makes no sense to me. So people share things, and, I'm not one that, I'm not going to pop off and I know what you're doing. But I do. I know what you're doing. I know what you've put in your community post. I know what you're putting out in other places. But if you're going to talk about me and you don't know me, you don't. So get to know me, first of all. I alluded to the other time that I made a friend on the internet, and I thought we were friends, and we are not friends. I can assure you of that, and I'm okay with that, and I'm willing to just move on and live my life and keep doing my thing. And I put my life on hold for that person to try to lift them and build them, and no, they were very needy, and it's very over. And I'm ready to move on, and I want you to move on in peace and happiness and love, and to keep on going. Do your thing. But I'm not going to step on anybody's head to get ahead. I'm not going to, use someone as a stepping stone. And I have real, genuine people here, not only in the subscriber part, but in the creator part, that they're very helpful. They're very genuine. They're loving, kind people. And I appreciate that. And so we're just going to keep going forward. So I started this channel a long time ago. Well, I've been conflicted. I am B. That is me. B. I'm B. And my channel name, B to You, it's no dig. It's just like, who are you? I'm B. B to you. I'm just B to you. And so that was where that came from. And so now that I have it, I was a subscriber. I was in a lot of people's channels and comment sections, and, have a whole community of different communities, actually, of people that I am in contact with. But so with that, I tried to pick a short name because, I don't know, back in the day I had an email address that was 10 miles long, and when you'd go to check out at a register, and they said, do you want to sign up for this thing, and what's your email address, and and I was like, this is ridiculous. So when the first chance I got to get a short email address, I did it. And so when I was doing this name, I was like, I want it short, I want it sweet, unconfusing. You know how some people do letters backwards and up, E's for threes and threes for E's. And I didn't want any of that. I wanted simple, straight, no confusion. This is who I am. I am B. I'm B to you. And it was easy to tag me. It was a whole, so it was good. But now that I'm a channel, it's like, this sounds weird. Does it sound weird to you? So that's a question. So if you are following and you're listening, just tell me, what do you think? Should I change my name at some point? Is it just, okay, this is who I am and that's what it is and it's easy, so let's just stay there? That's kind of where I'm leaning to, but I don't know how other people feel about it, because that wasn't my intention when I started. So, because, like other people have channel names and mine doesn't really seem like a channel name, but maybe it does to you. I don't know. So I want to hear about that. If you want to talk about it, I'm open to it. And then 400 more subscribers. Go ahead, click that button if you're still watching and you're new here. Then, so I did that, and I started my channel because someone I subscribed to called me out, if you will, and made some community posts and did some stuff, and I was like, I can't respond. They blocked me. So I was like, how do I do this? So I made my own community, and I replied back with a video. And so that's in my videos in February. And then I got into the Jessica Kent thing. I'm still in it. I don't want to say I'm like, I've been in and out of it, and I'm still in that. And I still have a video that I really, really, really want to finish, that everything I do, it comes from the heart, and it's from the heart. It's not to be mean. But I'm very, there's not a whole lot going on, so I don't want to like keep dragging things. So I really need to get it over with, but it's just something that's near and dear to my heart, and it's domestic violence. And so that's what it's going to be about, not any of her drug use or possible relapse or any of that stuff. But so I really have that one issue I want to talk about left on her, unless something changes, and everything's subject to change. So then that, and then who else? Well, I'm following the Ryan thing. I'm just going to, because I know I want to address that too. I know there's conflict on what he's done in the past, what he might be, all that. I get it. I don't want anyone to think that I'm like, just hoodwinked through any of this or nothing like that. I totally know where you're coming from, and I totally get it. But I am very much a court junkie, and I want to see how this court case plays out. Not that I don't like the characters or what's going on, but it's just that's more my angle for it, because of the court situation. That was another thing I did. I did the Dougherty Dozen kinship kids, and that was another court situation. And I've mentioned it before. I have semi-legal background. I have a degree, and my degree is, I have 2 degrees. I have a regular degree, and then I have a degree that is in paralegal. And so I'm not using that. You can't give legal advice. You can't do stuff when you're a paralegal. You just assist attorneys under their direction. I'm not under attorney when I talk about this stuff. So that's not what I'm doing. I'm speaking from the heart and from my experience, because I've also been through court myself, like in the court system. And so that's where that's coming from. But I used to sit and watch, do you remember old school court TV when they had the actual hearings? And I would sit and watch all the hearings all the time, all day long. And it's just something I'm enthralled in. So that's just where that comes from. But I did that with the Dougherty Dozen kinship kids because the mother came online and was very vocal about her children aren't supposed to be on this YouTube, TikTok channels, and they were allowed to be there, and it's just a whole thing. And she has addiction issues, and I'm very concerned. Where is she now? I'm very concerned about that. So if anybody has anything that they want to share with me, you can share it with me. No, I'm just kidding. But you can't. So I'm concerned about that because she was using social media as a crutch, saying that it really helped her stay sober, and now she's not on social media. So that bothers me. To whether, does that mean that she's learned not to be on social media, or does that mean that she's relapsed and she doesn't have that support anymore? I'm that's my concern. But the children are still with the Doughertys, so I'm inclined to think one way over the other. That's where that is. But anyway, so I just wanted to thank everybody. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, the top of my heart, the tip of my head to the bottom of my feet. My teeth too. To the bottom of my feet. All of it. I appreciate every one of you. I thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for the comments. You're amazing. Everybody's lovely. I appreciate you. And 400 more, and I don't know what we're going to do with that, but that's going to be fun. It's already fun. But so right now I'm just watching Patty. She's making some mistakes still, and I have made some shorts, and I don't think that's going to stop. So you're likely to see that continue. There's no court date yet, and she has to file her paperwork. So we'll see how that goes. But her newest thing that she put out to Sky, which is Ryan's cousin's wife. So it's on my community post. I shared her. She did a video in reply to Patty on my community post. Go over there and subscribe to her. But she did a response to Patty, and Patty did a video saying it was like all her fault. There was all this stuff. But she said that if she didn't get everything from Blue Moon court ordered to be liquidated, that she was going to hire an attorney. Can't make it up. Can't keep a straight face either. But she was going to hire an attorney and make it happen. So I don't even want to give her any more legal advice at this point. And it's not legal advice. It's just like common sense. So common sense is out the window now. And we're just going to follow along with what Patty says. And we're going to see what Patty does. And we're going to play it and document it and see where it goes. Because I'm not sure that they understand anything. And it's a thing with me. So if you go back and watch the Shauna video, I told Shauna, don't do this, do this, so it's just from my heart. I hate to see people like dig a hole they can't get out of. But then there comes a time where you give so much, or they do so much, that you just kind of sit back and watch it play out and enjoy the show. And it's not enjoyable. I don't mean it in that way, but you have to. I can't give legal advice. Common sense is not, everybody doesn't have it. So thank you to my 600. I appreciate each and every one of you. I look forward to the others that come along. You're all welcome here. Just don't talk about my makeup or my house. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead. I probably won't make a video for you because, it was just, I was in my feels and it didn't hurt me, but I thought, you want the attention, I'll give it to you. So I did. And my subscribers have spoken. You're not worthy of my attention. So, all right. Thank you. Happy Monday. Let's get to this week. Make it happen. Got a little bit of summer left. School's going to start again. Enjoy it while you can. Bye.